soldiers, not to play it safe. If he walk,
I have to turn it off. I don't want to get copyrighted. You know what I'm saying? But we vibing. You know, we vibing. Welcome back to the session. Please put down the tobacco. You don't have to smoke that shit. Please put down the tobacco. You don't have to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? Put down the cigarettes. You know, if you're a cigarette smoker, please put that shit down. If you need help, go to my Linktree link in the description. You'll see that there is a book called Tobacco is Haram. What does haram mean? Haram means that it's fucking forbidden. It's a big no-no. Don't do it. You want more information? Linktree link is in the description. Tobacco is Haram. Available on Amazon. Go ahead and get the book. Start your detox today. Stop smoking that shit. Well, what do I smoke? Well, get you some raw papers. Don't get no zigzags. Don't get the white, the white zigzag papers. Those have bleach in them. Even those are still better than tobacco. But don't get those. Go ahead and get you some raw papers. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to roll. If you can't roll, get you a little pre-roller. Like $5. Any smoke shop. Just ask them. Y'all got pre-rollers? They gonna tell you. Get you a little pre-roller. Get your raw papers. Start rolling up. You know what I'm saying? After a while, that little pre-roller is not gonna do it for you no more. Then you're gonna have to start rolling your own. And you roll them to the size that you want the joint to be. When you use that little pre-roller, it's only gonna be one size. No matter how much weed you try to stuff into that little pre-roller, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be one size. So, there is a way to do the pre-roller in a better way, you know what I'm saying? If you get the, cause they got the 1/1/4s, and I believe they got the king size pre-roller now too. They probably had it out for a long time now. I haven't used one of those in over 10 years, so But anyway, if you get the king size ones, throw a little filter in there, boom. Put your material in there, roll it up. You'll get a nice size little. You get a nice size joint. So probably you should go that route if you can't roll. You know what I'm saying? But if you can roll, you don't need that shit. You'll never need that shit. But, it is what it is, We are smoking on some lemon slushy. Ash check. Good white ash, you know what I'm saying? Good clean smoke. If it's not a good clean smoke, you know what I'm saying, you probably shouldn't be smoking it. Meaning, if your ash is black as hell, you probably shouldn't be smoking that shit. It probably shouldn't be in your lungs. It means that it probably wasn't flushed out correctly. It's probably grown with a bunch of chemicals. And not even chemicals as in just they're spraying the plant with chemicals, but pesticides, a bunch of bugs and shit. They're spraying the fucking plants in the soil and shit. And then that they don't flush it out properly, and it gets into your weed. You know what I'm saying? So you could be fucking smoking pesticide remover. You know what I'm saying? If that ash is black as hell, that's probably, what you're getting a little bit out, and that's not necessarily good. That's not a good thing. But if your ash looks like this, a couple indicators. You could be working with some real sticky, icky dope smoke, or you could be working with some good tree that was grown properly and flushed and cured properly. And that's what this is. You know what I'm saying? Properly grown, properly flushed. You know what I'm saying? Just a good clean smoke, and that's what you want. You want a good clean smoke. Imagine you smoking some weed that gives you black ash, but then you're one of those, throw this in the wood, it'll get you higher, throw it in the wood. First of all, you're not gonna get high off tobacco, dumb. you're getting that tobacco fix, that tobacco buzz that you've been craving. That's what you're getting, along with some weed. That's not a good mix, you know. It's a terrible mix. You mix the tobacco with the weed, you're cutting out all the health benefits that you could have receiving from that cannabis. You're taking all that away by consuming tobacco. Stop doing it. Stop breaking down a swisher thinking you about to be on, bro. You're not. That's just about to fucking fuck your lungs up, dog. Don't break down that Dutch thinking you about to, you know what I'm saying, take that shit down and, you know what I'm saying, have a good night. Nigga, you gonna get the fucking BGs. You gonna have the bubble guts smoking that shit. Don't do it. Don't smoke that wood. Please don't. Your lung literally might collapse. Like, it's holding on for dear life. You know what I'm saying? I remember the first time I ever tried the wood, I thought I was about to get cancer, brother. Like, that shit. Please don't ever smoke tobacco. Don't ever smoke tobacco. I wish I had, you know, because, you know, usually when people first start smoking, you know, that's what they do. They go out with their homies, you know, get a couple blunt wraps, and, or, you know, if someone else has been smoking, you know what I'm saying, they're probably rolling up a wood, and then, you know what I'm saying, you smoke. Because you don't know how to roll, you don't even know where to get weed, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about like your beginner stages. Like, you don't even know what to do. So, like, somebody pass you a wood and you try it, you think, oh, weed's not for me. No, that nasty ass tobacco you just smoked isn't for you, brother. Like, people get bad fucking, you know, they get bad experiences with the weed and the tree because they ain't properly being introduced. The misconceptions of cannabis is crazy. It's crazy to think that, you know what I'm saying, you can't smoke a joint and go run 10 miles. Why not? You'll be feeling fucking great. You're not gonna feel shit in your lungs, especially if you're, you know, you got a nice steady little pace, steady solid little pace. You can keep that pace the whole time. You're not gonna be fucking out of breath or tired. You're gonna be fucking locked in. You're gonna be locked in. Same with, like, you know what I'm saying, smoking and getting a good boxing workout in. You're gonna be locked in. Michael Phelps, big bong rips, and then fucking swim for hours. Come on now. And not just, oh, I'm in the pool. No, that nigga was doing consecutive laps at high speeds. Motherfucking Olympic gold medalist. Come on now. Competitive swimmer. You know how hard that shit is? You know how much lung capacity you need to be an Olympic swimmer? You know what kind of shape you have to be in to be an Olympic swimmer? That's just not something niggas can just get in the water and compete like that. I don't think people realize and understand how much energy that really is. And if cannabis affected you like that, Michael Phelps would have not performed the way he did. But he did perform that way. Why? Because he was taking big bong rips with no tobacco. Cut the tobacco out of your life and you don't have to worry about all that extra bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But when you're smoking weed with tobacco, you're going to get all that bullshit and everything that comes with it. Like, when I was playing college basketball, you know what I'm saying? This was during conditioning, you know? We're 2 weeks into conditioning. You would think people will start being in shape now, right? So a couple of a few of the teammates, you know, they found out some of us smoked weed, and, you know, they're like, oh, well, shit, I'm about to start smoking weed again, I guess. But those motherfuckers were trying to roll up woods and we're smoking Dutches. Next day at practice, we're going through a regular little warm-up, just doing dynamic stretches, you know, butt kicks, high knees, little shit, up and down the court. These motherfuckers are breathing hard, out of breath, shortness of breath. And I'm looking like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here smoking 8, 9 joints a day, big bong rips. And these niggas are seeing how much, you know what I'm saying, me and my roommate and shit smoking. And one of my teammates, RIP, he was like, hey, Jay, bro, like, how you not tired? Like, how you got all this energy and you smoked before this? Couldn't believe it. And I'm like, brother, you know, I try to tell y'all, like, cut the tobacco out. Y'all think I'm just talking, but the weed ain't doing that to y'all. It's that tobacco y'all using. And his eyes just got wide as fuck, like, damn. And then, you know, he started smoking just, you know, without the tobacco. Motherfucker was dropping 30 a game. I'm telling you, bro, like, the weed ain't the problem, bro. The tobacco has always been the problem. But they're not gonna promote, or they're not gonna, you know, make tobacco illegal because of how much money they make. You know what I'm saying? How much deaths they get off that. They not finna stop that shit. They're gonna, you know, keep distributing that tobacco. They're not gonna stop that bag for nobody, because, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, the tax, the government getting off of it, the IRS is getting off of it, you know what I'm saying? The people who own tobacco, the money they making, like, they not gonna stop them funds for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your health. That's how they feel. You know what I'm saying? They're not forcing it down your throat. You're just going out and buying it. So please stop smoking tobacco. Please stop smoking tobacco. We're not even gonna, you know, we're not even talking about crypto this video. Just stop smoking tobacco, please. Tobacco is haram. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. But tobacco is haram. You know what I'm saying? Go to the Linktree link. Get the book. It's gonna tell you what'll happen if you keep smoking tobacco. It'll, you know, full-on description, breakdown of what tobacco, how it attacks your body, you know, how it start changing your mood. You know what I'm saying? Your skin will get all fucked up. Put the tobacco down. You don't need it. You don't need it. But some of y'all gonna, you know, will learn the hard way, I guess. But those of you who can understand that you don't need that shit, smoke weed. Smoke as much weed. You can smoke as much weed as you want. There's no limit to the amount of weed you can smoke. But if you're smoking it with tobacco, you're fucked. It's simple. Simple, simple, simple. Smoke as much weed as you want. Just don't use tobacco. That's easy. That's easy. You can do it. You can do it. Who cares about, listen, if you're like, yeah, you know what, I think I do want to, you know, smoke without the tobacco, and then you try to go to your homies and tell them, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, let's cut out the tobacco and let's just smoke without papers or something, and they laugh at you, or, you know what I'm saying, or be like, fuck you. No, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Your health is more important. You know what I'm saying? You don't even, I like smoking dolo anyway. You know what I'm saying? You get the full effects of the weed. But imagine you smoking with like 3 or 4 other niggas, you know what I'm saying, or bitches, and y'all smoking tobacco. That's nasty, bro. You know, tobacco weakens your immune system. Like, that's nasty, bro. Niggas is just sharing tobacco or weed. That's gross, bro. I could never do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was a kid once, you know. But hey, don't do it. You don't have to do that shit. I'd rather you go get the hemp wrap. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like you just, you know, I don't know what you feel like, but get you some bars, You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to roll some good joints. That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers will use that pre-roller thinking like these are what joints are, but no, it's just a little beginner stage until you learn how to roll. Then you can start, you know, rolling to size. Like, you want to smoke something fat? All right, roll something up that's fat. You know what I'm saying? And once you really start, you know, learning how to do it, and you start rolling your own cones, and then now you rolling baseball bats, and you know what I'm saying? There's levels to the, you know, the joint rolling, but that's another video in itself too. Y'all stay focused out here. Y'all stay blessed. This is a session. We'll tap in with y'all.